A new study into the effects of the now 3-year-old minimum wage hike in Seattle shows that it has been, well, bad for Liberal politicians, but even worse for the people that matter, for minimum wage and low wage earners, and for business owners too. And everyone on the right who's against government intervention into private businesses, or really just anyone who understands like a little bit about how math works, is all like, yeah, we told you so. This study was conducted by a group of economists at the University of Washington who were commissioned by the city of Seattle. And the study shows that the social experiment into living wages and the union-motivated fight for 15 has been a total, utter failure for the people it's been designed to help. Let's take a look at just some of the implications of making policies that affect businesses and poor people on the pretense of making economically illiterate leftists feel good about themselves. The study showed that employers have had to cut their payrolls, employers have also been putting off hiring new employees, and employers have had to reduce hours or even lay off employees altogether. And what about the employees themselves? Well, right from the study, it says the average low-wage worker in Seattle lost $125 per month because of the hike in the minimum wage. That's $1,500 per year just yanked right out of the pockets of poor people because Liberal politicians and their sycophantic bureaucrats are bad at math and business. But the fight for 15, well, it was really never designed to help the poor, was it? It's about using the government to distribute wealth through wage policy. It's about creating upward pressure on union wages, while at the same time making well-off white liberals feel like heroes to their pet poor people. It was gross right from the beginning. But it's endemic of the left. They treat poor people like human experiments for their bad ideas, while the poor people are the ones who have to live with the consequences. These leftists get to go back to their government union jobs and their suburban lives as well-kept university kids with too much time on their hands and not enough good sense. And the poor people, well, they have to figure out how to buy milk and bread for their kids with $1,500 less in their pockets every year. Liberals tell us they care about women and minorities, but women make up 55% of minimum wage earners, and minorities are overrepresented as minimum wage earners when compared to their portion of the general population. If a conservative policy adversely impacted women and minorities the way the Liberals' minimum wage hikes always seem to do, we'd be called racists, and we would probably deserve it. And all these horrible consequences, well, they're coming to an already struggling Alberta town near you. Thanks to Rachel Notley, the NDP are raising the Alberta minimum wage to, guess what? $15 also. Add this to the carbon tax and the hike in the corporate tax, and Notley's fight for 15 will do more damage to the poor, minorities, and women than Seattle's ever will. And all the proof in the world will never be enough to convince these ideologues otherwise. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid. Part of my job at the Rebel is to document Rachel Notley's failures. It's a job the rest of the mainstream media just refuses to do. To never miss a story, be sure to subscribe to our new Rebel Canada YouTube page.